Okay, sir.
Okay. So guide wavelength. Guide wavelength. So this is lambda g. Okay. So in guide wavelength, we can take the variations. This is the variation. So the distance in waveguide over which the distance in waveguide over which the phase of the wave changes by the phase of the wave changes by 2 pi radians. 2 pi radians. 2 pi radians is called guide wavelength. Guide wavelength. Guide wavelength. So here, so this lambda g is greater than lambda naught. So lambda naught is the operating wavelength of the waveguide. So where lambda g is the guide wavelength. This you can expand, right? Lambda g is equal to lambda naught by root 1 minus lambda naught square by lambda c square. This we will see later. This proof. This is the guide wavelength. So then you have the velocities. You have two types of velocity. There are two types of velocities in waveguide. So there are two types of velocities in waveguide. So one is phase velocity. Phase velocity can append with the Vp. So another one is the group velocity. Group velocity, that is Vg. Phase velocity, group velocity, Vg. Here you have to remember this. So Vp into Vg is equal to c square, where c is equal to 1 by root mu into epsilon. So this you have to remember. So the group velocity into phase velocity is equal to c square. So now we can see one by one. Phase velocity. Phase velocity. So Vp, this phase velocity we can write. It is the velocity at which the phase of the wave changes. It is the velocity at which the phase of the wave changes. The phase of the wave changes along the length of the waveguide. Along the length of the waveguide. Length of the guide. So it is more than or equal to the, it is more than or equal to the velocity of wave in free space. Velocity of wave in free space. Velocity of wave in free space. So now we can see the derivation for the phase velocity, and derivation for the group velocity, then you can see, so the Vp is to Vg is equal to c square. That also will prove. Okay, so guided wavelength, the distance in waveguide over which the phase of the wave changes by 2 pi radians. But remember these definitions, it's very important. That is the guided wavelength, lambda g. So phase 2 velocity, you have phase velocity and group velocity. So phase velocity means, so the velocity at which the phase of the wave changes by changes along the length of the guide, that is called as the phase velocity. Phase velocity is more than the or equal to the velocity of the wave in space. The velocity at which the phase of the wave changes along the waveguide. So this you can write. So Vp is equal to, so lambda g into f. Lambda g into f. So based from this equation, so we are going to derive the expression for the phase velocity. So I go for the next one. So these are also available in the notes also. So you can take, anybody is not writing here, you can take there and no problem. So now derivation you can go for that one. So this Vp is equal to, so lambda g into f. So this I am writing like, so f by lambda g. So then I am multiplying, so denominator with 2 pi. This is 1 by lambda g. It's 1 by lambda g. Then it is multiplying 2 pi. So 2 pi into f by, this is 2 pi by lambda g. Now this you can write. So 2 pi into f is equal to omega by, so this term is nothing but, so beta. So where, so beta is equal to 2 pi by lambda g. You already know this from your phase constant. Phase constant beta is equal to, so 2 pi by lambda g. So now our Vp is equal to, so W by beta. So W by beta, omega by beta, omega by beta. So now you can see the beta value. So already we know from gamma square is equal to m pi by a whole square, m pi by a whole square plus n pi by b whole square minus omega square mu epsilon. This already we know. So gamma square is equal to m pi by whole square plus n pi by whole square minus omega square mu epsilon. So already we know. So when it is wave is propagated in the waveguide, this should be imaginary. It should be imaginary. We can take that one. So I'm taking only, already gamma is equal to sigma plus j beta. So I'm taking only this term. This is 0. I will put this 0. I want only j beta. Alpha plus j beta. I'm taking only j beta now. So j beta whole square, that is equal to, this you can write, this term you can write, this is omega c square mu into epsilon minus omega square mu epsilon. So this is for the, from the cutoff frequency. From the cutoff frequency, that means we are taking at f is equal to fc, at f is equal to fc, at f is equal to fc, where we are taking, so omega m pi by a whole square plus n pi by b whole square is equal to omega square mu epsilon from the cutoff frequency formula. So there, okay, so that's why, so in place of this, I am writing omega square mu epsilon e. Right? Is it clear? So now we can simplify this. This is minus beta square is equal to omega c square mu epsilon minus omega square mu epsilon. So this you can write. So beta square is equal to, this minus I am taking the right side, omega square mu epsilon minus omega c square into mu epsilon. So now beta is equal to, so I'm taking this mu epsilon common. So root mu epsilon into root, so omega square minus omega c square. Omega square minus omega c square. Now substitute this beta value in this equation. This omega by, what is the beta? So beta is nothing but, so root mu epsilon into this omega square minus omega c square, right? So then this is equal to omega by root into mu epsilon. So take omega out here. So omega into root 1 minus omega c square by omega square. So omega get cancelled. Now you can write. So this is c. What is the c? C is nothing but 1 by root into 1 by this you can write. So root 1 minus fc square by f square. Now simply you can write. So where you can write here also where. So c is equal to 1 by root mu epsilon. Now finally Vp is equal to, I can write here. So c by root 1 minus fc by f whole square. This is the equation for the phase velocity. Equation for the phase velocity. So Vp is equal to c by root 1 minus fc by f whole square. So in the same way, you can go for the group velocity. Is it clear up to this point? Anyone, please? No. N7. Hello? Three. So tell me the option numbers, Pranit. Stop recording.